Alright, so if you guys watched my previous video, PlayStation VR 2 has just been confirmed by Sony at CES. Now, a lot of people is actually hyped for this. A lot of people is anticipating this. I, on the other hand, have a couple of questions that plague a difference in me being optimistic towards this. All right. Not only that, I'm gonna break down some of the specs that I'm viewing right now on the PlayStation blog, and there's just some questions that didn't get answered, and I don't expect them to get answered at CES. This is just to build hype for the VR headset. All right. First off, we're just gonna go over some of the specs and stuff. For the visual fidelity, it's gonna be 4K HDR, 110 degree field of view with an OLED display. People could just expect the resolution to be 2000 by 2040 per eye, with frame rates of 90 and 120 hertz. All right, so that's good right there. Also, we're looking at headset-based controller tracking. This just allows the headset to track you and your controller through the integrated cameras. It's going to be 4 cameras. And it's going to be able to track your movement and the direction you look at that's reflected in-game without the need for an external camera. Some higher-end headsets, such as I think it's the Valve or the HTC Vive, require extra accessories that needs to get set up for tracking and stuff like that. Next, you got the new sensory features. This is the PSVR 2 Sense technology. It just has eye tracking, headset feedback, 3D audio, innovative PSVR 2 Sense controller to create an incredibly deep feeling of immersion. This is all from the PlayStation blog. All right. Built-in motor with vibrations to add an intelligent tactile element. I'm assuming they mean haptic feedback. That's similar tech inside the PS5 controller. PS5 Tempest 3D audio tech. Yeah. And for eye tracking, the PSVR 2 is going to detect the motion of your eyes, so a simple look in a specific direction can create an additional input for the game character. This allows players to interact more with new and lifelike ways, allowing for heightened emotional response and enhanced expression, and a new level of realism in gaming. So this is all just from the PlayStation blog. It's a little more detailed. I just try to hit the key points. And let me see. From what I'm reading, it's going to be a simple setup process. Single cable connected to the PS5. All right, I already see questions with this one. Outside of the cable being connected to the PS5, you got your launch game, which is going to be a confirmed game. Horizon, Call of the Mountain, Gorilla and Firespite developed game. And outside of that, we're going to just jump to the specs real fast. OLED, 2000 by 2040 per eye, 90 hertz and 120 hertz. Lens is going to be adjustable. Field of view is 110 degrees. Motion sensor, 6-axis motion sensing, 3-axis gyroscope, 3-axis accelerometer, IR proximity sensor, 4 cameras on the headset, and controller tracking IR camera for eye tracking per eye. Vibration on the headset. This is going to be a USB-C Type-C, which is good. Built-in microphone output, stereo headphone jack, and then on the controller specs, you're going to have your regular PS button, action button, circle, cross, R1, R2, the good stuff, L1, sensing tracking, motion sensor, 6-axis motion sensing system, gyros, the 3 gyroscope, 3 is accelerometer, finger touch detection, IR LED position tracking, feedback, trigger effect, haptic feedback, and USB-C type ports. I'm assuming for charging, Bluetooth version 5.1, and a built-in lithium-ion rechargeable battery. Now that was a lot for the specs. They did release a good, a lot of information on the headset itself. My question is this going to be compatible with the PS4? In my opinion, And from what I know in the tech world, this is going to be probably a PS5 exclusive headset, which I don't fully agree on, for the simple fact being is with the shortages and the chip shortages and stuff, the headset already went into mass production, so they are expecting it to come for the later year, holiday 2022, whether that's November or December, we don't know yet. But I can't see this being as successful as the first version of the headset or even Oculus Quest 2, for the simple reason you need additional hardware. And with the chip shortage right now, the PS5 is in high demand, so you're not going to be able to get your hands on the PS5. The headset you might be able to get, a little, you might have more luck with that. We also don't have a price. So digital PS5 is going to run you about $400. I could see this coming in at $300. Don't expect it to come in less than that. All right. Especially with the tech, with the OLED, I have a feeling it's gonna hit the $349 price point, and that's decently priced. So it's gonna be at the same, I could it being around the price of an OLED Switch, and a couple more dollars more than Oculus. But now this is where it plays a question: if it's a little overpriced than the Oculus Quest, which comes in at, I believe it's like $250 or $300, is this gonna be a problem? Because Oculus just hit the 10 million mark with their Oculus Quest 2, which doesn't require no hardware at all. You could open up the box. If you have an internet connection, you could start up the game. You're able to play it. Play Resident Evil. Got all these experiences within that headset alone. Does it have OLED? No. 120 hertz? I doubt it. But it's, how do I say? It's more obtainable. It's more reachable, with the price point. And a lot of people don't have PC gaming or, a PC computer. I don't have a gaming computer, so I wouldn't be able to use a HTC Vive or a Valve headset. I don't have a PS5. I have a Series X. So I'm kind of out of the, even if I wanted to even if I have a PlayStation 4 in the living room, but to be honest, we're not able to get our hands on a PS5 so easy. And unless they make it more widely available in the later half of this year, which they already said with chip shortages, they probably won't be able to. I don't see this product flying off the shelves. It might fly off the shelves and do a cool 1 million, 2 million for the first few months. But hitting that 10 million mark, yeah, there's probably like 10 million PS5s out there in the wild. But being honest, with scalping and the bots and the scalpers, holding on to a large, majority of the systems are not getting into the hands of the consumers. So, yeah, there might be consumers that want this headset, but they probably just don't have the PS5 yet. And this is where we draw the line. And when are these going to be in the hands of actual consumers that's going to actually pay for software, that's actually going to pay for this headset, that's actually going to pay for, accessories? Because this is how Sony makes their money. They give you a one-time sale on a PS5, and then you buy the software throughout the years. Throughout the 7-8 years, however long this PS5 is going to last this generation, you will be buying games, 3, 4, 5 games a year from Sony. That's how they make their money. They do the subscription services. You buy the subscription. If this console is not in the hands of a consumer, if it's just sitting in somebody's closet waiting to get sold on eBay, then they cannot sell their subscriptions and their software and their accessories. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I believe that this is not going to do well during the first year or two. I feel like they should have waited until they're able to get more stock available. But then again, this tech is good. I'm pretty sure, and I'm 100% sure that it's going to sell first day. It's gonna sell out. You're not gonna be able to find it because there are people with PS5s that are able to get them now, or they just paid the resale or the scout price. But the question is, are we gonna get more PS5s to utilize this tech? All right, that's just a thought for you guys to keep in your head. If you guys liked the video and felt like I informed you guys and gave you a different outlook on the PlayStation VR 2, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification button to stay notified. I'm out. Stay safe.